morning to the class, dear students. So, we are discussing the poem On Children written by Khalil Gibran. I gave you introduction to the poet, and this particular poem, this is a selection from The Prophet, that is a prose poetry fable written by Khalil Gibran. The Prophet ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕದಿಂದ ಒಂದು prose poetry ಇಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ On Children ನ select ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So, it is a selection from the Prophet, and here we have the Prophet. Before leaving the city, he is asked a question by a woman. He had lived in that city for nearly 12 years, and now one woman, she comes near him before he gets into the ship, before he boards the ship, and that woman is asking a question. What is the question? That woman is holding a baby near to her chest, near to her bosom, and she is asking to speak about children. So, since she requests, the Prophet starts to talk about children, and most importantly, this poem deals with parenting, how parents should behave with their children, how parents should not try to impose their beliefs, their thoughts on their children, and they should not try to make them like them. They should leave children to live in future, because children have their own vision, their own thoughts, likes, dislikes. So no parent should try to make the children like them, but the children should be left to live in accordance to the life. So the Prophet answers saying that your children are not your children. It means physically, yes, they are the birth givers, but they are not parents' children, because these children have their own vision, they have their own life, and most importantly here, God is the parent to everyone. These children they do not just belong to their parents. The parents do not own these children, so they are not just their children, but they are the children of this earth. They are the children of God, and they are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They are not just the parents' children. They do not just belong to the parents, but they belong to the life's longing for itself, which means the desire to live, the desire of life in these children. That is what is important. So they are the sons and daughters of not only parents, but these children are the sons and daughters of life, the sons and daughters of the life that is very important, that the desire to live. They come through you, but not from you. You may give birth to the children. Physically, yes, you are the parents. You give birth to your kids. They come through you, but not from you. They do not carry the same thoughts, same beliefs. They do not hold to the same system that the parents lived in. So they come through you physically, but not from you. They have their own identity. So your parents are just like an agent or a media through which the children come to this earth. They are just like agents. Though they are with you, they do not belong to you. Yes, your children, they live with you. You live in the same house. You all live together. But though they live with you, though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You do not hold possession. The children are not your possession. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬದುಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆನೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೇರಿದವರಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥಾಟ್ಸು ಅವ್ರ ಥಾಟ್ಸು ಬೇರೆ. ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ಓಕೆ ಇವನ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಕ್ಕಿರೋದು, ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತಪ್ಪು. They live with you, they are with you, the children are with the parents, but they do not belong to the parents, because the parents should not consider children as their possession. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸ್ತಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಒಂದೇ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೇರಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಹಕ್ಕು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. They live with you, they have come through you, but you are just an agent. They have not come from you. And they live with you, but you do not owe them. You do not think that you should possess them. They do not belong to you. They have their own thoughts. Why do they not belong to the parents? Because the thought process of parents and the thought process of children is different. How do parents think? How do children think? Do they think the same? No. The children will have different perspective. The parents will have different perspective. So though you live together, they do not belong to you. You do not possess them because they have their own thoughts. Children have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls. House physically, in the sense, yes, you may give shelter to them. You may protect them. You may house their bodies. Physically, you can protect them, you can give shelter to them, but not to their souls. So this is all spiritual. He is giving a message to parents. Do not think of your children as a property or as if they are your belonging. No, they are not. You may take care of their bodies, you may give them shelter, food, everything, but not their souls, because nobody can see to children's souls. They have their own thoughts. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit even in your dreams. Parents, they, as usual, we can say, generation gap. Parents belong to the past, whereas the children, the younger generation, they belong to the present, and their life is all about future, the desire of life's longing for itself. So, you cannot, teach them how to behave. You may give them house, but their souls, their mind, their thinking, their life, it lives in the house of tomorrow, which means their soul, their life, it lives in future. Their life is all about future, how they live in future. So, it is about tomorrow. Their souls, their life, their brain, their thinking, everything, it belongs to tomorrow, it belongs to future, and you cannot visit that future even in your dreams. Forget about living along with them and seeing how they will live in future. No. Their complete life dependent on future. That future cannot be visited by the parents even in their dreams. You may strive to be like them, you may try to become like your children, but seek not, do not wish to make them like you. So in that process, the parents, obviously can adopt to some of the children's behavior. They can become like their children, but the Prophet is warning to parents, if you want, you can become like your children, but you do not ever wish or try to make your children like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Our life doesn't go backward. Can we go visit the past? No, we cannot. We live in the present thinking about the future. So, life does not, it cannot goes backward, and not tarries, rest with yesterday. Life cannot stay with yesterday because it has to move on and it will keep on moving. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth. You are the bows. So, bows here, billu. Yaru illi you, parents, you. Prophet ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀವು parents, you are the bows. ನೀವು billu. And through you, from this bow, living arrows are sent forth. So here, living arrows, children. The Prophet is comparing the parents to the bows, and he is comparing the children to the arrows. The two living arrows, he says. Living arrows, because children are full of life. They have so much to see, visit. They dream about their future. So You parents are like bows and your children are like living arrows. And from the parents, through them, the arrows are sent to this earth. Which means through them, the children are sent to this earth. So we have bows and we have arrows. Now we should have an archer. Who is the archer here? The archer sees the mark upon the path of infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. So God himself is the archer. God uses parents as a meteor, as bows. So through them, God sends children to this earth. Through them, living arrows. That means children are sent to this earth. He sees the mark upon the path of infinite, endless, and bends with all his might, with all his power. He bends the bows, and the arrows are go swift and far. The arrows through God, with the help of God or with the help of an archer, are sent to this earth. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, happiness. So when God bends, so archer, when he bends, think that you are doing this for happiness. Consider it as a gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. He loves the arrow that flies. So arrow has to fly. Children are sent to earth. They are through parents. The arrow which flies, he loves children also. Also, he loves the bow that is stable, that is powerful, that is strong, stable, strong. So parents should be stable, because if they are not stable, God cannot send an arrow to this earth. So God loves both the parents who are stable, who are strong, which means he loves the bow. Also, he loves arrows that fly. So he loves both the parents and the children. So this is the poem on children. So simple like here prophet is giving a message. Your children, though you give birth to them, you cannot consider them as your property. You cannot try to make them like you. You cannot impose your thoughts, ideas on your children, because the children are the sons and daughters of life, and they do not live in the past, or life cannot go backward or stay in yesterday. Life has to move on. So the children live in future, in the house of tomorrow, and no parents can even visit that future of a children even in their dreams. So do not, if you want, be like your children, but do not try to make them like you. Also, the prophet is giving a comparison. They are bow or arrow and an archer. So ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚಿಸ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಥರ ಇರಿ, ಆದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರೋ, ಪ್ಯಾರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೋ ಆಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಥಾಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅವರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ಯೂಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಲೈಫ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್ ಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಈ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಜೀವನ, ಅದರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಸೊ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬದುಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಬದುಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಜೀವನ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಬದುಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂತ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಥರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಬೇಡಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್, ಅವ್ರ ವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಡಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋಸ್, ಆರೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಚರ್. ಬೋಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ಲು, ಆರೋ ಬಾಣ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲ್ಲು ಬಾಣ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಲ್ಲು ಬಾಣ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ the one who should use both bows and arrows to make it fly, to make the arrow fly, who is an ಆರ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಬ್ಬ ಆರ್ಚರ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬಿಲ್ಲುಗಾರ. ಆ ಬಿಲ್ಲುಗಾರನೇ ದೇವರು. ದೇವರು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ಲು ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಬಾಣ ಅಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಅದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಆರೋಸ್ ಬಾಣನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಈ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಜನ್ಮ ತಾಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ದೇವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ದೇವರು ತಾನು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಕಳ್ಸೋಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾಣ ಬಿಲ್ಲು ಅವರನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಅವ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ ಆರೋಸ್ನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ನ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಲ್ಸೋ he says that are stable. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ತರಾನೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತಪ್ಪು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕತೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ವಿಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಫ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ನಾನು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ dream about their future. What should I become? Where should I live? How should I live my life? So when parents interfere in that dream of a children cannot grow because they are burdened. They will have to satisfy the parents' wish, which is wrong. ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಅವರ ಕನಸು ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಬಾರ್ದು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬದುಕ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೋ ದೇ ಲೀವ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಸೋಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ರೀಚಬಲ್. ಅವ್ರ ಸೋಲ್ನ ಯಾರು ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನಿದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. So a simple but a very beautiful poem on children written by Khalil. Thank you.